Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott.
Hi, I'm Allie Elliott. Welcome to the stream today. We got a little Irish music on for the occasion. And I think this is finished. So it'll be tail end finish. I've got Texas and Indiana competitions to enter today. And a brand new composite to start. That is gonna be a personal composite. So, and there's one element that I know I haven't shot yet. That will be, the end goal for it will be for IPC. I'd really like to get it into some other competitions between now and then, just to get some more eyes on it and plan out, like check any. Hey, thank you. Welcome. But I like to send it to the smaller comps, and I have extra versions for some reason of these images in the folder for Texas. So I was gonna open them up and look at them big and see what we need to do. This one doesn't even have, what is this? Why do I have multiple versions? Okay, so you can see the difference between these. This is the one that I entered in ASP. It actually did pretty. Speaking of ASP, this image came in 3rd place. I was thrilled to see that. Absolutely thrilled to see that. I've never done well in the ASP competition. My excuse has always been that it's early in the year, and I always enter other stuff as a means to checking my work before it goes to IPC. So because it's so early in the year, and then once it merits an IPC, you can't enter an ASP. So they tend to get the first version of what I end up entering before it's had extra work done to it, before it's been finessed the way I like it to be. So I never perform well, and I made a conscious effort this year to try to do better, because I wasn't sure what the competition was going to look like for IPC. They made a lot of changes this year. I'm on board with them, but it made me go a little harder in ASP, and it paid off. I'm so pumped on that. 3rd place, and I get a trophy. I love a trophy. So this is gonna go as is to Texas, and then I don't know why so the difference between these two, this went through, it did okay. It scored an 84 in ASP, which was not enough to win anything, which I did not expect to. So having garnered anything from that was really cool. But let me just open this up and see if so that was an ASP. I'm sure that did I honestly forget to mat that? And now I've got to go check printcompetition.com. If you're not, I don't know what that's called, a member, if you don't have an account there or whatever, you should get one, because it's a fantastic way to stay on top of what competitions are coming up. Just see if there's something that you could dip your toe in. And no, I do have it. It is. So it is presented. Oh, that's IPC. Okay. Where is? Oh, here we go. I was in the wrong folder. I've got I love Irish music. My mom sang Irish lullabies to me as a little girl, and I sang them to my kids too. So they always make me a little nostalgic. Okay, so I only have, for whatever reason, I only have, the only presentation added is the one that was entered, which is significantly smaller than the full file. So I'll just do a new one. Let's see. So I'm gonna go back to Texas. I'm prepping Texas, and I'm gonna pull these out. Because, and I know you can't see what I'm doing right now, but I'm trying to have a more intuitive folder system for competition, because sometimes it's hard to tell with my old system what the most recent version was, because I have literally hundreds of some of these because I make changes and all that good stuff. So there are just so many. Did I enter in Portrait Masters? Portrait Masters is announced in April 6th, which is actually in 2 weeks, despite my body not feeling like no, it's 3 weeks. It does not feel like spring to me at all yet. Okay, so here we've got to get Texas. So this is the one that I entered in ASP, and then as I saw it come up, they didn't discuss it. It scored average to good. It definitely had stuff score worse. But her skin was kind of blending in grays with all the other grays around, so I wanted to fix that, and I did in this version. So that's really the only change. And let me look and see. The great thing about print competition is you can go back and listen to the audio. Sometimes the audio is just them reading the score. And I think that's what that one was. But I really love hearing the judges back and forth about an image when they really, especially with somebody else's image. When it's my image, I'm not taking it in. I'm just like, get on with it. Oh, this is what, so I don't want this one. I replaced it with this one. I took out the thing. I think I will enter that and just see how it does. It did okay. It scored an 81. The highest was an 83. So nothing like earth-shattering. And I'm in a weird spot now because with the new IPC, you pay per image. It used to be $4 for a case. So this one did well enough that I think I would put it in my case, but it's $50 per image now. So right now I'm looking at, and only one per category can advance to the top 32. So theoretically, you want to have one in each category that's just mind-blowing. And I already have this one, which would be in natural portrait. And then I have this one, which will be in children and teens. And this one will be in illustrative portrait. And then the one that I'm going to start today will be group portrait and families. It will be a composite, but it won't be a real like crazy composite, like, you know, nothing ethereal or too unrealistic. It's just, I like doing composites. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm sure that I'll have something in newborn maternity because that's what I shoot most of. Newborn maternity and family. The family one is actually going to be my own children. And then pets and domestic animals, like in hearing that category, I go like, well, that's not really my thing. Like other people are better at that. But then I think about some of the stuff that's done well, and my images had pets and animals. And a whole bunch of my friends right now have goats. I've been really looking for an excuse to photograph their goats. So I might throw this into Texas or Indiana because it's a different kind of competition. So Troop of One, Map of Courage. I somehow, like, I had chips and dip at lunch, and there was like so much salt that it burned the roof of my mouth. It was worth it. It was vegan queso from Farmer's Field. Not sponsored. I would be though. That'd be an amazing sponsorship. Okay, let's see. Let me make sure I'm deleting the right one. Okay, so the difference in this one, I can't see it when they're small. I took this, it's a slip under her dress, and I felt like, they didn't mention it in judging, but I felt like it was distracting. So I just took that out. There you go. That's the only change, really. So I'm gonna throw that in there. Now I forget which one. I don't want to delete the wrong one. Okay, this is the one I want to delete. This is, I figured that was the case, but just in case. Just in case. Delete that one, I'll delete that one. So these are my Texas and Indiana entries right now. Audacity of the Sun, Daughter of the King, Map of Courage, and Troop of One. I feel like I'm forgetting something though. My to-do list here is like obscene. I'm gonna put that over there. Okay. That one's ready to go, so I can just take that off. That one's ready to go, so I can take it off. And I don't really want to, I don't feel like making the presentation right now, so I'm not. But we can start then on, oh, here's what I need to look at. Okay, so that one's done, that one's done. We're gonna start that, and that one's done. So I guess that is it. That feels weird. It's a really different process, like mental process, getting ready for this than it used to be, which is good. I mean, it would get boring. And I have my degrees already, so I'm less invested in like the merit type thing. That's another thing, the merit image review. I'm done with degrees. I don't really have reason to enter the merit image review, except that it's only like $15 an image. So if I want to get feedback, it's a really good way to do that before IPC. Because otherwise I don't have any reason to do that. So, okay, so I was getting nervous starting a new, I'm gonna back this up just so that I remember. Or maybe, should I just do it then? Talk me out of it. I don't want to. Okay, so what you're about to see, here are my teenage sons, none of which were real interested in this. And then my girlies, and they're always good for the candle. I know one thing that I need to do is, this candle has appeared in at least a dozen of my images. It's my famous candle. So now I need to find the original. And I've taken pictures of it a lot, but I've only taken flames of it like maybe twice because I don't need to, I already have them. So let's see. And this one, it ended up being called Numbered Days, but it started out being called like Presence of Their Absence or Absence of Their Presence. There it is. Okay, let's find my candle. Okay, here we go. So I just need, so the reason I'm doing it like this as a composite, something that I could have just shot, I like play on light. I like the Photoshop work. We don't need the base of the candle. I might get some of the drippy wax like over their hands. I think that'd be kind of cool. So let's pull this one. I like that you can see the wick, and that's a little detail. It's probably gonna be lost on the greater composite. But one thing that I'm gonna do also is I want a dark green, like an emerald wall in this, and I want a bureau, dresser, sideboard kind of piece of furniture that my little dude in the middle is going to be sitting on. I don't have one like that, and I'm not sure that I know anybody off the top of my head that does. I know that my parents' house has one, so that will be my go-to if I can't get anybody here in town, because I'll be there before too long. Is my Irish music over? Oh, there are only like 7 Irish songs, I guess. Well, we'll just put those on repeat. They get 1 day a year. So if you haven't, go listen to Macklemore's song, Irish Celebration. Such a happy, it makes me so happy. Okay. Anyway, let me find how I have, so what I'm gonna do, what this is gonna end up being is, gazing off into, it was two of my children really struggled with making a serious face. We'll see if you can pick them out. Some people can just pull off that serious look and they like zone in. And my one of my daughters is particularly good at that serious face, and then 2 of them are just like, they just absolutely giggle. They're giving it away. Okay, I figured this would happen. So I'm gonna play the light on this a ton. This light will not at all look like the original. Oh man, I forgot about that. Okay. Hang tight here. Because what I created a reel that, it wasn't a reel because I didn't know that reels existed when I did that. But hey, Bear, how's it going? Here, I'm gonna put something so you don't have to see my kids trying not to giggle. I'm gonna look for that image. Hey, home slice. Olaf's here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys were here, but I have huge news. I came in 3rd in the American Society of Photographers Images of Distinction Master Artist Competition. That was huge. I'm so thrilled. I get a trophy. Yes. You know I love a trophy. Very good. That's a good way to spend your day, pushing pixels. Thank you. I was absolutely floored. Like, I've never done well in that competition. Never. And I'm trophy? I'm so pumped. I keep having a reminder on here for yes. Thank you. Some Irish potatoes. The snowman, what? Yay. Good. Good. Okay, here is this my, okay, so this, yeah, I think that would make a good reel. Okay, this is my cousin's baby, and my mother and her mother were raised as sisters. They were raised in the same house. They were actually raised by their aunt. So there were 3 sisters in that generation. My cousin's grandmother and my biological grandmother. And both of those women, children, were raised under the roof of my aunt, my great aunt, who I consider my grandmother. Did you follow me there? It's a weird dynamic. But anyway, so my mother's technically her cousin, and she were raised as sisters. They were best friends, very close all their lives. And my mother passed on March 3rd of 2018. And 3 weeks to the day later, my aunt passed, who was her, I consider her my aunt. She was her cousin, you know, whatever. So this is my cousin's grandbaby, and she was the first baby born after both of those strong women in our family passed. So I did this little slide montage with her mom's strength tattoo, just kind of paying homage to them, because I spent many summer nights on my grandmother's lap trading out slides at my grandparents' house, learning about our family stories and our heritage and our Irish heritage. So yes, she's our little Lion King baby. But this has been 3 years ago now. But I thought of that because, you know, we're supposed to be doing reels now that get more movement. It's a party. We're gonna listen to the same 7 Irish songs. Oh no, hurry back to us. Okay, I am going to start on this. I always, man, when you're starting a new composite and you're starting in that, you're gonna be in that gross place for a long time where you're just extracting stuff and like playing with proportions, and it doesn't look at all like it's gonna look when it's finished. It's hard to make myself do that in front of other people. It's hard to make myself do that at all, but especially now when, and I've got a lot of pictures that I've just abandoned with the change in competition. So I don't know that I'll ever revisit them, because they're probably not the bangers that I need them to be. And now I can't remember what I named this, where I literally just, there it is. I just put these. So some of them can pull off the serious look without looking miserable. Some of them cannot. That's what Photoshop is for. They know Mama will fix it. See, this is my little frat boy. We gotta get him not laughing. So this one's trying desperately. Keep it serious, girl. Oh, yes. Let me show you. Right here, because I'm getting ready to enter it in Texas. This one. This was 3rd place. It was beaten by an ostrich wearing high heels, I believe. So. Master artist is a weird category because you get a lot of stuff that like they're just nothing like each other. It's like the composite. Yeah, exactly. I'm so pumped, and I've been Googling trying to find out what the trophies look like. I want a big gaudy one. Put a spotlight on it. Yes, I've proudly got my little 1st place out of state trophy. You can't even see it. Yeah, thank you. That was fun, and it's back here right now. That actually is for an exhibition that I'm gonna be doing, and I liked it enough that it became a competition piece. So there might be a few little changes to make before it goes to IBC, but I want it to go into a couple of, welcome back, Bear. I want it to go into a couple of other competitions before I do anything because it scored well enough that I don't want to mess it up. But it could do better too, because it didn't do like it was my final merit for my master artist degree, and it earned a merit, so I'm happy about that. But it didn't get imaging excellence there, so they either saw something that the ASP judges didn't see, or they were just grumpy. Oh no! I hate computer problems. I put a computer noise off for long enough that ended up becoming a much bigger problem. But now it's fixed, and you can't even hear when my computer is running. This guy can't, he just can't be serious. That might be it. I swear they're happy children. This is when they try to be serious. Well, so you can buy, I forget what they call it, a critique. And I never do that because if it doesn't, the way my mind has always worked before is if it doesn't do well in competition, like I mentally light it on fire and get on with my life. I much prefer hearing the discussion in like live and hearing the judges back and forth. They're much more honest. It's like they forget, you know, that people can hear them, and they're honest with each other, and they like kind of fight for it or fight against it, and it's so valuable to hear. And then when I've ordered critiques in the past, every critique I've gotten has been, this is a saleable image, a client that would love this, but it's just not special enough for competition or whatever. It just wasn't real. Like, I just want, you don't have to be nice to me, just tell me what needs to happen here. And if it might just be that it's just not dynamic enough or whatever. I see some things in it that I'm unsure of, which is why I had it printed. That's also going to be my guide image but I also don't want the judges can't know who the maker is, or if they're judging again when it comes up at IPC, they have to DQ. Yay! It's the luck of the Irish for Bear. I forgot what I was saying. Was it important? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, I know. I was gonna get his. I like that. Maybe a little smirk is the right answer here, because he's not a serious dude. He's 2%. Yes. I am almost 50-50 Irish and German. Because so when I've gotten the critiques before, it's just never been real information. It's always been the the polite side, and I don't need that. I need the judges forgetting that I'm hearing them. So I tend to go directly to colleagues that I have a huge amount of respect for and get their feedback on what needs to change, their first gut reactions on it, and then their little details. And I've got a handful of people that I will go to depending on the genre that I'm working in. Conversations with our ancestors, which is an image that I created that I go back to a lot because it was huge for me career-wise, and it was huge. It was a huge personal project too. I would never have gotten that where it did as a GIA finalist, never without the help of those colleagues that I go right to. And sometimes truly, and I'm not trying to shade judges at all, because sometimes truly you look at an image and it's just not there, and you can't, it's not immediately answerable what's off about it. So sometimes you just have to sit on it a little bit. I hate this part of it. Stresses me out. Okay, but I wanted to do it like this because I want to play with the light around the candle. So I'll need more candles than this, and the fun part won't be for a long time. That's just the nature of the beast. They look miserable, but they're really not, I promise you. Okay, let's see, 3885. So I'm just gonna start the I'll draw it out. And then I wonder what my deadlines are for Texas and Indiana. I have them written down somewhere. I know, oh, there it is. 320 and 331. Ugh. 320 is probably not. Texas is probably not going to happen for this image. But 331 is realistic. So we'll shoot for that. Kitty! Oh wait, now he's got the candle. Yes, Kitty with sunglasses. I haven't seen the cat all day. She's been hiding from me. Oh wait, I like that one. 38.95. Let's do that one. So I would love to get this done for Texas, but I don't know that 3 days will, because I have a full day of sessions tomorrow. So that will be totally dependent on I didn't want that to blend in too much because I won't see it and then I'll flatten it. That's right. The sky's the limit. Okay, I don't know where to start. I'm like overwhelmed. So the basis of this picture is going to be, so our daughter passed and we have kept her pictures private. But soon after she passed away, I did a painting of her because I didn't want to forget, and we have photographs, but I didn't want to forget all the little things about the curves in her cheeks and stuff like that. So, but we've kept that private. And then, so what we're gonna do here is put her painting on the wall behind them. So I'm excited about that. So we'll probably look at I definitely want some quality negative space. Wait, maybe we'll just kind of bend. Yeah, this is my family. So one thing I'm going to do straight away is, because I had this on a pretty short lens. There we go. Yes! They're everywhere! And I want these to be jewel tones. So most of these colors will be manipulated in post. And then I'm gonna have her picture right here in kind of a, no, this is, so she'd be 6. Yeah, so she'll go right here. 1, 2, I have an extra kid in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah, and she'd be 6. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, pop this up here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and duplicate this. we're obviously going to get rid of that floor. Because what I'm going to have is like a dresser back there. She died at birth. Yeah, so she was very early. No, I love talking about her. Her birthday is coming up in April, and I'm gonna do, if I can figure it out, I think I can. I believe in myself. I'm gonna do a charity stream for this little one. Our youngest was sick when she was born, and we spent about a month in the children's hospital, and they actually let our whole family stay there together. So this was before COVID. So we spent a month total in the children's hospital, our entire family. Huge bonus to being self-employed and homeschoolers, because we were able to all be there. Hey, low base. Oh, I'm sorry. Our music stopped again. Back to the top. 7 Irish songs for your listening pleasure. Okay, so I have to make sure that I don't flatten these. Nope, I don't want to do that yet. So I'm gonna go jewel toned. I want an emerald green wall behind that's just like a flicker. Just the candles flickering on the wall will be giving away the color. It's a whole party. Progress. I know you're surprised by naming it Progress. Your next camera, didn't you just get a camera? They keep finding their way back. Oh, wow. Okay, so what I don't know is her painting is rectangular. It's portrait orientated. So it would fit right. I think I'm trying to decide if I'm trying to decide if I want square or rectangle, and I don't know why, because we're really far away from that. I guess I need to find, you know what? Never mind, because I know exactly the frame to use. And I already have it. Yeah. So I think I will do rectangle. Okay. And I really need to find a dresser to photograph. When will I be at my... Oh, you know what? I have a session like 20 minutes from my parents' town next Saturday. So that will be my plan to handle that. And I probably even have it photographed somewhere. So, I guess I will start cleaning this up. Okay. Let's find, I really just need, okay. I'll just go ahead and put their faces and everything. Okay, so he's the right size. What did everybody do for St. Patrick's Day? A little Irish whiskey, a little brawling. What are your plans? Watching Boondock Saints. up that just a little bit, make it. Another image. Low base. I got 3rd place in ASP. I'm so proud of myself. I really am. I did not expect that at all. Ah, very good. I'll become rich. That's good. We are getting ready for spring volume sports season. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. Once I can start working on a single layer, the easier. This becomes. What's going on there?
I've heard a story, I've heard it said, I've come to believe that love is a bet.
Oh, good.
Sometimes you win and
Aw, thank you for coming.
lose, and sometimes it calls you right in.
Nanny Goat Beach.
Come to my
Nanny Goat Beach.
come to my bed.
Are there goats on it? Because I feel like I would be on board. I'm not really a beach person. My Irish heritage skin and I get sunburned.
Taking me down.
Yes, absolutely. Health always comes first, and as entrepreneurs, I think that's easy for us to kind of let it, you know, put a shit onto the back burner, and it shouldn't be that way. It's easy to do. Oops, I don't want to do that.
Come to my table, come to my bed, go easy, my
Ooh. Okay. Got a few different conversations happening in the chat. I'm antsy already to get this like where I want to be able to flatten it and start working with the light and color, and her hands look enormous. That's not accurate. Let's see, do we want all the fingers? I don't know. I don't know what I want. I'm overwhelmed.
Bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down.
Yeah, I think I like this one. Okay, so I'm gonna back that up a little bit. Okay, and then we'll go a little bit bigger than 10. I always think that I'm gonna come out of this slower season with like guns a-blazing, perfectly, and I'm pretty organized. Like my natural tendency is to be pretty organized, but I have too many kids to be as precise with it as I used to be. Okay. Merge those. So I need oh, I totally saw that link and it didn't even compute. Let's check it out. This is low base. Oh yes. This is like boudoir snake. Those lovely snaky lumps. I like it. I like the texture and the depth of field. Well done. Okay. Oh, we don't have a candle for him. Did he hold the candle? Is what I need to know here. I do have. It is an awesome shot. There we go. Where are his? There we go. Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted. His 3869 is pretty straightforward. 3869, he looks miserable. Just pretend he doesn't. He's my artist. My husband and I met in art as art majors, and most of our children are decidedly not into art. There's a couple of them. Actually. Come on. Did everybody have corned beef today? Potatoes? Okay, where? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna redo this. Because whoops, not that one. You know, I've wondered, because my husband, well, we both went back to school for, he went back and got a second degree in IT, and I went back and got a second degree in marketing. So, is that cheating? Maybe. But yeah, not a lot. I mean, that is a true, in my experience, that's been a true stereotype. And we definitely were in the beginning. In fact, we lived in Chicago before we lived here, and we're real broke there. And St. Patrick's Day always makes me think of her husband's broke. No, he's in IT. He doesn't have to. You know, you question sometimes being self-employed, and his paycheck every couple weeks makes me question whether I want to work for myself anymore, because I really am a terrible boss. Definitely has more benefits, but it doesn't always feel like it. You know, when his first professional IT job was like that, where he was gone a lot, and I was working a lot too, because I was getting my studio off the ground, but I could do my work from home. But we were just talking today about how glad we are that he's working from home now, and he went from a job with insane hours where he's gone all the time, and he's just had to be like at their beck and call constantly. And then his next job, and he's kind of workaholic anyway. He's very, very good at it, and doesn't want to leave things he doesn't want to leave things on his desk. He wants to have everything finished when he finishes his day, you know, have everything checked off. And then his next job that was closer to home, because he had an hour commute when we first moved here. And what is happening with this? There we go. And then his next job was the most chill company ever, and it was like not for him because he had to be in the office, but people were like 9 to 5 and not a second longer. It didn't matter if like the whole application was on fire. And that stressed him out. But he's at a great place now. He works from home now, and he did before the pandemic. It doesn't have anything to do with that. Their engineering staff is all remote, but he works out of Chicago. So we used to have to go spend a week in Chicago in January and a week in Chicago in July, and that hasn't really come back since the pandemic. But January and July are like the two worst times a year to go to Chicago. It's either like bitter, frigid cold in January, or it's like heat stroke from all of the pavement in July. It's fun to go back and visit, but most of our friends that live there have moved away as well. Go back and have a midlife crisis and show our kids, you know, where mommy and daddy used to live. I'm gonna and there was some reason that I was wanting to go there again. I don't remember now. One of those super fun corporate environments. Yes, I'm not, yeah, the like, we're family. No, we're not. We work together. That is not me at all. And I'm pretty outgoing, like, but I keep you at a distance. You know, like I'm outgoing from over here. Don't tell me about your life. Everybody's informal. I like a little formality. I don't think there's anything wrong with a little formality. Okay, and I'm going to clean that line up just because I don't want it to become an issue. Oh, see, that's an issue. Now, generally, as a rule, you don't want to see the backs of the palm, like the backs of the hands in portraiture. So this might have to change, but we'll see, because once I take the light way down, it's going to be all their candles will be lit, and then we'll probably have a candle back there by Keely's painting. So that'll probably not be a huge factor, but we'll add a little depth to it with the candlelight. They love just barge in my office without knocking. Yes. Shooting your coworkers is bad for your health and their health and their career. And you go back to wasn't your old job at were you in a jail or a courthouse? Did I just say jail like Amber from Teen Mom? I'm sorry if I did. Jill. So anyway, all right, let's go emerald green here. I do want to, let's just play around with this a little bit. I don't know that I'll be able to get the exact color in my head that I want. It's not really emerald. Oh, we should, never mind. Let's undo that. What a mess. Okay, now. There we go. Yeah, I knew that, but I meant like, because if you have to go to jail, then you go back. Oh, I gotta catch up. It's been a long week, man. Do the fake knock. Yoo-hoo! That one. So I was in corporate advertising before I opened my studio, and it was like you were all supposed to be friends, but not to the extent. It felt really weird at the time, but it was not all like the extent that society expects now. We're like work wife, like no, it was nothing like that. But they just really were like, you don't get to go home when you want. It's absolutely not. Okay. Did somebody just barge in? Are they reading this? I was trying to think of an Irish movie to watch. Is Titanic considered an Irish movie? It should be, probably, right? Didn't they leave from Ireland? Let's just see here. Let's see how close. Like John Henry will test. Nope, I'm doing the wrong thing. I don't think bagpipes are. Then Lindsay is Irish. My Peloton ride today was flogging Molly. I don't know a lot of Irish. Go listen to Macklemore. Irish Celebration. That's a jam. I could sing Tura Lura Lura to you. I'm gonna take this out because he's actually gonna be on the dresser. He's gonna be sitting on the edge. I'm just gonna keep his big foot there. And all of the furniture is gonna be totally different. That's all. Okay, so. This is frustrating because I could use that dresser, but that's not what I'm looking for. Okay, I'll just clean this up. Sounds like Splash Mountain music. Like Brer Rabbit. And then I can do the pattern on the wall too. Just dying to just do this. It's old Irish rock. Oh, that's cool. I've heard of it, but I can't tell you, like, I couldn't tell you a song. But the name rings a bell. I'm gonna have to play Irish Celebration when I get off of here. No, look at that. Ah, I love some good proper Irish pub music.
I've come to believe that love is a bet. Sometimes you win,
So, okay, so now we're in the tedious part.
sometimes it calls you right in the groove. Come to my table, come to my bed, go easy my hunger, easy
My YouTube suggestions are like all over the map because I listen to everything from like 90s rap to like acoustic, or not acoustic, but a cappella gospel music. And there is, I think it's a cappella, but it's an Irish group that sings hymns. And then I hear, like, when those songs come up at church, then I'll hear them, like, with an Irish accent. I probably sing them in an Irish accent, but I'm not good at accents.
come to my table, come to my bed, go easy.
I like this. I'm gonna heart these. I always forget to heart the songs, and then I don't have any.
Bringing me fire, bringing me water, taking me high, taking me down.
I need an accent with this Irish music. Thank you very much. And I know exactly the pattern that I want for the wallpaper because I'm gonna pull it from my old Santa Sets wallpaper. It was like red and gold, but I like the pattern and I think that would lend itself well. And we got March Madness. By the way, out of 23,000, I was in 18th place this morning to win pizza for a year. Shampoo commercials. You gotta lather it up though. Lather up the skull. It's all right. It's a luxury. I was wondering that with my kids' hair. Like, when did I start using shampoo and conditioner? I don't know. It's the 90s, man. No, I haven't I haven't heard anything in years about a St. Patrick's Day parade. That'd be one parade. I'm not a big parade person. I just think they're not usually worth like all the work to get to them and, you know, find a place to park and travel and all that stuff. Kind of a party pooper. But, for a St. Patrick's Day parade, I would be on board. Welcome back. That actually extracted her pretty beautifully. Good job, technology. You're a real time saver. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Oh, what was going on there? It's like a weird... Trying to shoot someone. He has been relieved of his duties. Okay. This is not the exciting part of a composite. It's cathartic though. Are there any Irish movies? I feel like there's got to be some super cliche. Boondock Saints, that was Irish, right? They were Irish. It's not really family friendly. I'd probably let my sons watch it though. I'm not very picky on what they watch. They're gonna have to fend for themselves pretty soon. I like the name Colm. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That's the Southern Indiana version. Our second son, third child's name is Callum. And we really gave people too much credit on being able to pronounce it. He gets Calum a lot. It's like a relatively common name in like Great Britain. I just want to get all this part done so that I can get to the candles. Light them up. Everything's going to be jewel tone. And then I will drop her painting in there, very last thing. You know, he's really the only one who gets mispronounced though. Everybody else is pretty straightforward. Oh, we lost part of an ear. I was a little bit off there. No, but it's like the TV heard me talk about it, so it's haunting me without me even watching it. And I'm scared of it. We have too many dolls in this house to watch like an evil doll movie. The cat is, what did I just do? It was not good, whatever it was. Close enough. It's back. Ooh. I read that if you're still alive when I'm done. Is that a bad sign? What are you having for dinner? I need ideas. Actually, what I really need is to talk my husband into getting takeout. The Commitments. I don't know what that is. I'm writing it down though, because I love a theme. And why was that speaking of losing an ear? Is that a spoiler? Oh no. Oh. It does not take much. I'm not somebody that cries in public ever, but at home I make up for it. Oh, that's not the same movie. Oh, okay. I will take a movie with an accent. I love a good accent. In Titanic, did he have an accent? Did Jack have an accent? She did, but she's also actually British. This is cheating. I haven't seen that movie in so long. I saw it enough at the theater that I'm probably good for the entirety of my life, but oops. Wait, what am I doing? Okay. So I can't take that. Take that off. Yeah, he's not, but I couldn't remember if he had an accent in that movie. Where was he? Was he? I can't be the only one who's asked that. Oh, she didn't have an accent. She had well, she was faking an American accent. I don't remember that. Maybe I should watch that. There's just one scene in it probably that my... Was he supposed to be American? I don't remember. Man, my days as a Titanic fangirl. I guess I'm gonna get my card revoked. My Titanic driver's license. Whoops. I was 15 when that movie came out. It was like prime Titanic age. We could watch Brave. They were Irish, I think, or were they Scottish? I don't know. I can't see. Was it 96? Did you have a Titanic themed wedding? I bet that was a real thing. I bet people did. We 97. Okay, so then I turned 16 in December, so I was 15. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna have to, oh no, where'd his chair go? All right, we're gonna have to go bring that back. I didn't notice that. Okay. So that is gonna, we'll handle the feet and stuff. Aww. So, what time of year did you get married? Have you had your anniversary yet? Is that 26 years? Wow, that's awesome. We're gonna hit 20. We're due 20th! This will be our 20th wedding anniversary this year. Oh, to pay taxes. June's a good wedding month. We got married at 10:30 p.m. on a Friday because we were 21 years old and those were our awake hours. We lived in Chicago, but my family lived in southern Indiana, so we got married in Indianapolis. So we were like right in the middle. Okay, I really want to. All right, here's what I'm gonna do now. I've gotta find, oh wait, leave that up because I'm gonna post that. I'm actually just gonna grab all of these flames and stuff because they'll need to be a little different from each other. Oh, in the church you were baptized. That's awesome. The church I was baptized in, I was only the second person to be baptized inside because we didn't have indoor plumbing. So all the baptisms took place in the river. And I got baptized in April. That was actually, I got baptized 10 years to the day before my daughter's funeral. I was 15, and our little country church, we don't have instruments or anything like that, but we got married at the Indiana Repertory Theater. It was pretty. Didn't have to do any decorating. The building was all the decoration needed. I'm shooting outside tomorrow. It's actually pretty right now. Well, I'm shooting inside and outside, but it's only 36 still, which I feel like is cold for March, middle of March. So I hope it warms. Oh, snow! It's gonna be 30 tomorrow. I hope that it's sunny. If it's sunny 30, that's cool. Okay. Make sure that I have all my kids to count them. All right, so I know what I was looking for. I was looking for, in my Santa set, there is, in the first Santa set I had like, no, it was the second year I had a fake wall. So one side was like a window with snow and like the outside. And then the other side of it was like, kids were looking out at Santa. Yeah, below freezing. Just barely though. Okay, so that was in probably 2018. Here it is. Yes, that is before I... I wonder what I did with that bench. Huh. I like it. What did I do with that bench? But anyway, this is the pattern that I wanted. So that might be... This one's a little straight on. Let's see, 9713. We'll just snag that. Because that'll be easy enough to... One of the things that I don't like about the new rules is that when you had the guide images, you could see what you started with. So it was more exciting to see somebody starting with something that was like kind of garbage picture and creating something beautiful with it at the end. And that's not really, my eyes are itchy. So yeah, we'll be outside. We'll be inside first, and then we'll bundle up in little, you know, they'll have little cute things, and we can be in and out. We'll be close to the car. We're going to a little waterfall. I mean, if we could get a little snow, I wouldn't be mad about that. Sneak a little snow. I don't think I've had a single session in the snow this year, which is kind of unusual. But we don't even have, we have a 13% chance of any precipitation at all, and it'd probably be a mix, which is, that's no fun. To be wet and cold, no. No, thank you. Okay, so I just want a glimmer of this. I don't want any of the color. There's like there's like sensor dust. That's too bad. Let's see, we'll do this. To be exactly right. Just has to take the emphasis off. Oops. Huh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get rid of these hard edges. just match it somewhat. There we go. We got married at 10:30 at night, and like I said, it was on a Friday. And my only regret is that we didn't go outside for pictures. We got married right downtown, and you know, it was summer night. Those could have made for some really beautiful portraits. So I've always thought maybe for an anniversary or for family pictures or something, we'd do that, and we just haven't. Oh, you didn't have a photographer? Did you take a lot? Were you already interested in photography or nah? Okay, I'm just gonna... Oh, wow. Do you wish you had, or is it just not worried about it? Oops. A little crazy. I'm hungry. I don't just don't tell my wife. Fair enough. Is she sad about it or no? Fair enough. It's intense. Okay. just wanted a little touch of this pattern. So so I want to make this green more rich. There we go. I'm gonna duplicate them. I'll do a little bit of work to them. I might just run my little basics over them first. Save a little time. Oh, I'm gonna have to change his face because he's not looking. Oh wait, yeah, he is. Actually, I think I'll wait because once I start working on the candles, it's going to change the lighting on them too. So spam call. Answer it so they can't leave a message. That's how I like to spend my free time. Whoops. Okay. This is hard to see. You know what? Maybe I better... There we go. That's easier to see. All right, so we're gonna color this, and I don't know what color though. Like, we've got a lot of deep blues. Maybe like a. I'm just doing that so I can see it. I already see. Okay, so let's try that again. And then we'll go through the 7 songs one more time. One last time for the Irish. All right. Yeah, wait, we're gonna colorize. I'm thinking maybe we do like a purple, like a so her dress, you can't really tell right now, is like a burgundy. I like that. Okay, so let's take this off and then we'll go and handle these little bits that okay. This is not the fun part. Just the necessary part. This is like the business side of owning a photography studio. Paying taxes and cleaning the toilets, and actually I don't have to clean the toilets in my studio because it's a shared bathroom. So I'm lucky to just do that at home. So I'll go through these again and smooth them all out and blend them and when you have 3 teenage sons, they are actually in charge of their own bathroom. They're just not good at it. That was a pretty big bonus of my studio space. It's one thing to clean up after your own family, but clean up for strangers. enter some genres that I don't usually enter. And one of them is, although there is a pretty intense uproar that there's nowhere for zoo animals, because it specifically says no zoo animals in domestic animals and pets, which that's, and then they can't be in wildlife either, because they're, you know, they're not in the wild. So I really don't know the reasoning behind not being able to have them in domestic and pets, but there were a lot of people real upset about that. So that takes snakes out for me, because the only way I'm photographing one is in a controlled environment. There's so now I don't, well, that would be a pet, I mean, but I feel like zoo animals should fit in there too then. I don't think I know anybody with a pet snake. I'm thinking of going goats, because I've got a lot of friends with goats. I've got a lot of prepper friends. They have goats for serious reasons, but I would get a goat, like the little pygmy goats, for the pajamas. Just to put them in pajamas. I think that's their main purpose, I feel like. All right, I'm gonna have to go way bigger here. Okay. So it's an even number. But how are you not gonna have a favorite though? Uh-oh. I feel like it'd be impossible to not have a favorite. Are they all for different purposes? Lay it on us. Give us the cold hard facts. Okay, so we're just not gonna work. Computer is like, actually you're done. Okay. One is for taking some photos. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. There it is. I thought I saw that. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead, duplicate those and hide one, and then save again. And then I think I'm probably pretty close to wrapping up because my computer starts acting weird. So what I'm gonna do is try to find somebody that will let me take a picture of their furniture between now and tomorrow afternoon. And whether I'm back tomorrow afternoon will depend on whether or not my clients are okay with their stuff being on the internet, or if they'd rather keep it private, then I won't be here. But either way, I'll either be back tomorrow afternoon or Sunday if this is going to oh, nice, thank you. This will be tight to get this in by the 20th, which is the Texas state PPA competition. So I'd like to, but I don't want to rush it either. So we'll see about that. Otherwise, find me on YouTube and on Instagram. Until next time, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. It's always such a pleasure. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Go eat some corned beef, dance a jig, and pinch somebody not wearing green. Have a beautiful evening, and come hang out with me again next time. Bye. Hey, thanks.
That's why you my mommy. Please.